20 Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl, 89 of Nerdigans Inc. And this is the Dancing Kitty Seno Asagiri. Say hi, kitties. And today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Hunter x Hunter chapter 404. Now, before we get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. If you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, the adorable Will Kitty right here, he's cute, right? And this operation literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below, as well as a link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So I can have my full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botch localization or two, but it's fantastic for when we cover anime original content, like, say, Dragon Ball Daima, which we did yesterday, or Bleach 1000-Year Blood War, which we did earlier today. And the more views and subscribers we get, the more anime we'll cover. And if you are a $10 tier subscriber, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there's a stacked fall anime season that has begun and more anime on the way. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, well, last chapter of Hunter x Hunter, we saw that there's a chance that Hockenberg was slain. And now we're back with Kurapika up in here. So let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us today. And this chapter is titled Speculation. I think we can confirm the hypothesis that the coin changes after 10 days. Typically, when conjuring objects, their limit is capped. By including the choice of public ownership, this cost can be dispersed, allowing for mass materialization. And you know what someone said? I think it was either in TCP's Discord or it was on Twitter. They were saying that this coin ability is basically Tagashi's interpretation of cryptocurrency. And like, ever since I saw it, I'm like, dude, I can't unsee it. It's so true. This is crypto. They're not wrong. This is cryptocurrency. Let's see. Assuming that the coin changes depending on whether it belongs to you or other people, we'll need to test these changes. Let's start with easily verifiable tests. Does the design differ between the coins in and out of your possession? Prince, mine is different from the one on the desk. What is Kurapika saying about Troy's ability? Let's see. Indeed, the front is the same, but the back is completely different. Based on this, I posit that the effect must vary depending on the owner. To confirm this, could you transfer the coin on the table to your guard? All right. Then Kurapika, I gift you the 10 coin. This will test both potential changes to the number and design, as well as any effect from me bestowing a 10 coin to someone. Two birds, one stone. Things are never simple. They never are. Understood. And something that I do want to point out as well, because I know this via my Aniplex Insider, and you guys should know this if you've been following this for, I want to say, the past couple of years in particular, is that in Japan's starting to get into crypto. It's really weird that, you know, despite the Western anime community and manga communities distaste for crypto, not in the fact that crypto like completely crashed, that Japan is getting into it now. But I think it has to do with the fact that Japan is like a few years behind the US on certain things, like, for example, like with streaming services and all that. Because with Japan still has broadcast TV, whereas here, like cable TV, broadcast TV is basically all but dead. Well, unless you're like me and have Pluto TV. Dude, Pluto TV is the best fucking thing ever, and it's free, which is nice. But anyways, let's get to the author notes here. I'm deeply grateful for the emotional support I've received from Nagizaka's 46's Sailor Moon musical and the Hunter x Hunter stage play. Aww, that's so sweet. Man, this detailing though on Kurapika's chains though is nice. This shading is great stuff. Um, Man, this system that Tagashi has going is fantastic. I wish that there was more art than paragraphs, but it is what it is. I don't want to raise suspicion by refusing it, and even if accepting it is the activation condition for a Suedo coercive manipulation ability, the coin only has about 10 days worth of nen, which shouldn't be enough for something as powerful as a kill order. Being limited to one coin a day with the change of with the change on the 10th day suggests that this ability's true value will become clear once Troy is crowned king. This seems to reflect his forward-looking nature. It should be fine. Dude, like, this is crypto! This really is cryptocurrency! And the number and design have both changed. The design matches the one on the Tempori's coin. I see. It seems that that when the owner changes, both the days and its effect are reset. I'll return ownership of this coin to the prince and see whether it changes again. Very well. The design has changed back, but the 10 remains 1. Okay, I get it now. I think I have a rough grasp on how it works. Oh, do tell me. Can we talk freely here? I don't mind. I assure you it's not any ability Benjamin will feel threatened by. As expected. It can be inferred that Prince Troy's guardian spirit beast has an accumulation type conjuration ability. As expected, as the third prince, he's proficient in strategy and subtle diplomacy. As long as I understand his intentions and respect the hierarchy, he's an ally. The coins can be traded and the nen will increase exponentially within them if held for a long period of time, thus unlocking unique abilities within the wielder. We'll see how far that goes, because we saw what happened with crypto. That means concealing information about weapons and threats. About half a year. Well, let me read this part here. While it carries almost no risk or cost, the guardian beast will demand an even price. That price is likely Suedo coercive manipulation. Okay, let's read this here. After about half a year, when the coin is in the quintillions, the user's aura nodes will open, thus allowing them to use nen. The prince's estimate of 10 to the power of 64 may represent the number of days that are required for a wielder to use mysterious nen abilities. This method is the most efficient way to acquire nen, which usually requires rigorous training with minimum effort and no risk. Accumulation, this just makes me, I just can't unsee the cryptoness of it all. This method is the most efficient way to acquire nen, which usually requires rigorous training with minimum effort and no risk. Accumulation-based abilities are often found in individuals who are highly strategic and rational, which makes sense. I could see that. In other words, this is an ability that will bear its fruit after you've taken the throne, a form of half-compulsory loyalty toward Chorai. See? I told you this power suited me. I think it totally does, in all reality. It's best to keep the possibility of it being a Suedo coercive manipulation type hidden for now. It'll only create unnecessary trouble. I'd like to observe the coins without any new developments. Someone here must be secretly holding on to the coin that appeared on the first day. He's the only nen user who doesn't serve Chorai. Today is Wednesday, the 11th day of the war. Most nen abilities with time-based conditions begin at 1. If the coins first appeared on Sunday, there should be at least 2 coins marked 10 by now. This suggests that whoever kept it secret is someone well aware of the situation and wants to keep Troy in the dark. Ooh! This is going to be interesting. Someone who saw a coin emerge from Troy's guardian spirit beast picked it up and benefits from keeping information hidden. First Prince Benjamin's personal soldier, Kavantoba. Probably. The coin appears every day at 1 p.m. We could easily verify who was with Troy at the time by reviewing security records. And in the event that it's discovered I've been withholding information about Troy's ability, I can use Koventoba as insurance. Dude, Kurapika, that is sneaky. But he's not wrong. Right, this has been rather insightful, Kurapika. Now I can focus entirely on contemplating my siblings' futures. Just one thing. It's also possible that the number of coins owned could influence the ability's effects, so it'd be in your best interest to secure the majority. Understood. I'll hand you the one that appeared today and keep the rest with me for the time being. Thank you very much. Please hold off a little longer on the other matter. Completing the second training session is very important to me. Very well. The more information, the better, but it's not an urgent matter. I'm very curious if Troy is buying into all this, because he is very rational and all that. But when it comes to very rational people like this, they can read people pretty easily. So I have to wonder if Troy could see through Kurapika's bullshit. I gotta wonder. I'm more worried about you and Prince Wobble safely. We're not equal. I understand the price for my information. We're not equal. I understand the price for my information is the assurance of Wobble's safety. It's likely that others were using the first session for recon. See? Troy knows! He ain't dumb! It'd be wise to devise countermeasures immediately. Thanks for your consideration. Being under Troy's protection in exchange for crucial non-related information about the war is certainly beneficial, but it comes with significant risk. See, Kurapika knows. He knows that Troy ain't stupid, and that Troy is probably going to figure him out at some point. But he's going to take the time that he has to where Troy hasn't figured him out, to his advantage. But I do like that he's like, dude, I'm going to use, just in case, I'm going to use, Koventoba as insurance. But that's another thing, too. Does Troy know that Koventoba has been a sneaky little shit? Only time will tell. Let's see. Troy is one of the princes connected to the Mafia. Over 200 members of his faction are aboard this ship. That's what I'm like, see, Troy ain't dumb. He ain't that, well, he could be dumb, but he ain't that dumb. And plus, he got Mafia on this ship. So, yeah, if you fuck with him, you're in trouble. Which acts as a deterrent against the high-ranked princes. The balance of power between Serenich, there we go, Lazarus and the, dude, I love Lazarus' design, I just still can't get over it, and the other underworld factions is fragile. If anything were to disrupt it, the entire situation could change drastically. Who would benefit the most from the Mafia tug-of-war breaking? Let's see, Benjamin by far. Heightened conflict between Mafia families would provide sufficient grounds to justify the use of special martial law, which is what Benjamin wants. Allowing him to place all the princes under house arrest under the pretense of protection. It's a powerful weapon that enables him to manipulate the situation however he sees fit. But how can one... Dude, this art for the rope is great. But how can one sever the rope? The seemingly fragile Mafia families have maintained balance for years. However, if their methods for resolving disputes were to be discarded, a war could erupt, which is probably going to happen at some point. The surest way to escalate that conflict would be to covertly assassinate a boss. Which we are kind of seeing, right? But there's also, I still feel like, God, maybe it's just me because I want to see Hisoka so bad. But there's the spiders, and there's also Hisoka. Like, those gotta come into play at some point. They do. The true boss is whichever prince backs the family. If a situation arises where it appears that one of the families has assassinated a rival boss, a war would ensue, thereby justifying the declaration of special martial law. Benjamin is fucking with it, let's be real. It's likely he may attempt to assassinate Troy, Lazarus, or Serenich to create that scenario. Even if Troy were to house and protect Prince Wobble, Benjamin wouldn't hesitate. He might even use Wobble as collateral damage to heighten the brutality and make it look like the Mafia did it. Dude, I would not be surprised if he did that. No way. It may be safer to stay in room 1014 where the prince's guards are constantly monitoring each other rather than risk being targeted by Benjamin in room 1004. or 1003, excuse me. Yeah, I think it's better. I wouldn't stay with one of the mafias. Fuck no, that's stupid. The mafias are already being targeted. Why would you go there? That's dumb. However, the snake ability user remains a mystery. Considering the previous incidents, there's a chance that one of the prince's guards is plotting something. Determining which option is safer will come down to intuition. To an extent, that is true, but at the same time, it's like, dude, Wolvo could be taken out at any time, right? So, like, but if you get martial law into place, right? And by killing one of the mafia bosses, then you could, then you have the princes under protection via martial law, and everyone on lockdown, and then you could go take out Prince Wobble because it's martial law, and all the other take out all the other princes too. So it's like, dude, nah, I don't think staying with the mafia family is probably the worst thing you could do right now. Because of that, you'd be in the crossfire. You're gonna be in the crossfire regardless, but it's better to like be out of the crossfire for now and let them kill each other. Seriously. No matter which path we choose, we're walking on thin ice. Yeah, but it's better to be out of the crossfire. If you could avoid it. He's completely unresponsive. Body temp is 36.6 degrees Celsius. No convulsions or shortness of breath. It's possible he hit his head hard when he collapsed. Prepare a blood test and CT scan immediately. Contact Hockenberg's guards on the first tier and ask them about the prince's condition over the past week. Also send vomit samples to gel for examination immediately. Dude, I wonder if that bioweapon came through or not. The pierced soul won't awaken unless I fall asleep. Adding coma to the diagnosis and delaying the identification of infectious gastroenteritis works in my favor. And if mother refuses an autopsy, my death will be officially dismissed as an unexplained organ failure. Hockenberg vomited and was transported to the adjacent general hospital. The mission will be completed within half a day. It takes approximately 12 hours from the onset of vomiting for the target to pass. Things may get complicated if the Hunter Association is involved. Good work. I'll send a team of royal and military doctors to your location. Monitor his progress. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Shikaku and Sumidori's transfer confirmed several hypotheses. Upon awakening, Sumidori's body correctly identified Shikaku's recognition number, proving that only one soul can remain conscious at a time. Priority goes to the one who activated the ability. As long as, dude, this is so fucking creepy. It is. As long as Sumidori's soul is active, Shikaku's won't awaken. As Sumidori's wakes up, Shikaku will forcibly lose consciousness. However, even if you try to awaken Shikaku, he won't be able to regain consciousness as long as Sumidori is active. This condition is regained through a restriction rooted in the resolve for self-sacrifice. The initiator's priority is absolute. My ability is for soul exchange. One person is chosen at random from the initiating group, and their soul is swapped with the arrow's target. But it was necessary to investigate what effect the body's death would have on the exchanged soul. Wait a minute. So is Hockenberg up inside his body? When two bodies exist, only one soul can awaken at a time. And the priorities of, Hold on, let me read this again here. My ability is for soul exchange. One person is chosen at random from the initiating group, and their soul is swapped with the arrow's target. But it was necessary to investigate what effect the body's death would have on the exchanged soul. When two bodies exist, only one soul can awaken at a time, and the priority of awakening lies with the ability's user. Given that the definition of death in the succession war isn't clear, we can assume it implies the death of both body and soul. Therefore, if the target's body and soul are separated through the exchange, there is no reason to prioritize testing whether the soul can return to its original body. The first thing to test is 1. What happens to the soul inside the pierced body if that body dies first. Then 2, what happens if the target's soul's new body dies and has no original body to return to? For 2, it's clear. Considering the ability was activated with the assistance of a guardian spirit beast to ensure victory in the succession war, and taking into account the necessary and sufficient conditions, And as for one, if I ignore my emotions and focus solely on achieving my goal, it isn't a sufficient issue. Dude, this art is great. For participation, it's likely that my ability requires people who are willing to sacrifice themselves for the greater good. Therefore, the answer is self-evident. To establish an ideal nation, I must continue the fight and honor these noble sacrifices. Dude, this is wild. So this isn't like technically you can make the argument that this is a bioweapon, but it's not the bioweapon we all thought. Nah, this is a soul exchange. The odds were slim. Well, somewhat of a soul exchange. The odds were slim that my soul would be chosen to switch with Basamilko, but I had accounted for this possibility in my calculations. The scenario had already been tested on the first prince's personal soldier, Vict. If the body of the initiating side dies first, the target's soul returns to the original body, allowing both souls to coexist. In that case, priority shifts and the target soul regains full control over their original body. Therefore, if my body dies, Balsamilko's soul will return to his own body, and my soul will be forcibly put to rest. That's why just before my body dies, I'll have this body ingest a sedative. I can't control when Balsamilko's soul will awaken, but this should give me around 10 hours after my body's death to maintain control. Because of that, before my time runs out, I must make the right move to win the succession war. This will be interesting. Oh, he's sweating up in there. We're seeing everyone look at, dude, this feels like 24. I'm not gonna lie. Dude, you know what? I'm just thinking about this right now. Doesn't this succession war in a way kind of feel like a season of 24? It totally does. Like kind of. It totally kind of feels like a season of 24, especially here when we're seeing the princes. Anyways, someone once said leveling up is a staircase, not a slope. And boy, is that true, too. Ain't that the truth? I was so frustrated that my time wasn't improving that I almost gave up. Reaching this level in just 3 days is unheard of. Theta, what the hell do you want me to do with him? Optimism isn't enough. Breaking the 1 second barrier isn't going to be easy. Damn, he broke the, he's like at 3 minutes, 49 seconds. Or not, I'm sorry, it said 3 minutes. This is 3 seconds. There we go. We're at 3 seconds, 49 milliseconds. Damn, it might take a week, 10 days, or worst case scenario, 2 weeks. But I'll freaking do it. I'll shave off every last second. I get it now. The expectations he sets for himself, his whole attitude, is so far removed from what an average guy like me can comprehend. He manifests his own destiny. He talks the talk and walks the walk. I've no doubt he'll succeed. Then he mentioned moving on to the real thing, right? What's he got in store for me? Woo! Aw, like one of them singing. That's cute. There's Lazarus. Ooh. This is so cute. I like this. I like that because considering how many princes we're dealing with here, I like that we're seeing what each prince is doing in this very moment. So that way we can keep track of them. Because remember, there's been chapters where we don't see the princes at all, and we haven't seen a good chunk of these princes in a minute. So being able to see what each prince is doing during like this time frame is really nice. The second training session will take place tomorrow, Thursday at 9 a.m. The only change is the attendance of Prince Camilla's guard this time. Will you and Fuyuko still present Prince Benjamin? Yeah. By the way, I fucked this up. I'm sorry. Will you Fuyuko still represent Prince Benjamin? Yeah. By the way, what do you make of Prince Camilla's change of heart? The training session confirmed our claims, so maybe now she sees it as a worthwhile investment. It could just be for training, or it could be for information, assassination, negotiation, persuasion. The list is endless. Camilla's Camilla's have-not guards have Camilla's guards are said to be in possession of unique abilities. Could it be Nen? Is their target really Wobble? The uncertainties just keep piling up. It says here Camilla's have-not guards are said to be. It's just really throwing me off. And it's like maybe think supposed to be Camilla's guards have said or have said to be, and it's driving me my ADHD wild. Possession of unique abilities. Could it be Nen? Is their target really Wobble? The uncertainties just keep piling up. Sending someone alone shows strong talent. Given strong intent, God damn it. Given Camilla's personality, there's no doubt they came with a specific purpose in mind, not just for training. Senritsu's letter didn't mention anything about Camilla, but maybe a game-changing secret has forced her hand. Regardless, we mustn't let them anywhere near Prince Wobble. It won't be easy, but the two of us will have to handle it. Shimano, it says in the Raws, it spells it Shimano, but it's supposed to be it's probably a misprint. It's weird. There's been a lot of misprints in weekly, or what I'm guessing we're assuming to be misprints of Weekly Shonen Jump lately. I don't know what the fuck is going on over there. Shimano stays close to the queen and prince, even at the cost of your cleaning duties. Okay, you betcha. What will their move be? There's also the Papachorai to consider. We have to be careful. Here we go. He flatlined! It seems the body will be transported today at midday, moving up the central stairway from Tier 3 to the morgue on Tier 1. His final 3 wishes are 1, a public announcement, 2, a farewell from his supporters, and 3, for his personal guards to handle the transportation of his coffin. Yes, those were the prince's final words. What do you think? Let them proceed. We'll respect his wishes even though he didn't write them down. We can't let his supporters' grief turn into anger. We must act carefully and with respect. Tell Supreme Magistrate Clea to drop the case and release his private soldiers so they can go to him. I just realized this too with the supporters, like how I think they were saying that some of the supporters were not feeling their best or some shit like that. Yeah, that was probably some practice with the soul exchange. That makes sense. Yes, sir. Well, then I'll discuss the autopsy results when they arrive and oversee the memorial service and then return with his remains. Make sure everything is handled with the utmost care. You've done an excellent job. Yes, sir. Thank you, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some very sad and unfortunate news to share. The 9th Prince, Halkenberg, tragically passed away earlier today. The funeral procession will commence today at noon and proceed up the central stairway towards the first tier. To all guests on the 3rd tier, please gather at the central stairway to bid your final farewell. Was he the head of a family? Ah, the spiders! Finally, the spiders! No, not connected. And who cares? Then who cares? Let's hurry on down to tier 4. There's no rush. Henry did a great job hiding the transmitter. Anyway, I want to straighten some things with the 2 families before we head to the Healy hideout. What? About Healy? Yeah, pointless. We crushed them regardless. Well, obviously it's about how to crush them. Depending on their response, we might have to go out on this. Oh my god, not only pointless, also nonsense. You got a hard on for the enemy or something? How lame, it's all in your head. I hope I'm wrong, but if my hunch is right, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you guys. The sound of morning marks the beginning of the next turmoil. And next chapter, the troop sets off! Finally! Finally, the troop is back! Thank God! Oh my god! Thank you, Manga Jesus! Thank you, Manga Gods! Manga Kami! Thank God! We are finally getting the spiders! Thank God! Oh my god! It took a fucking eternity for this! But yes, the Phantom Troop is back! Thank God! Thank God! Thank God! Oh, thank God they are back! Thank God! It took for fucking ever, but they are back, bitch! The soul exchange stuff is really interesting. I'm not gonna deny that. We got the crypto stuff, we got the soul exchange stuff, which I think is interesting, but motherfucker, I don't care about anything else right now. The spiders are back! Thank God! Thank God! Thank fucking God! I'm so happy! I'm so happy! So now, next week, we're gonna get the stuff at the back to the Healy content. And the thing that's great, and now now I'm thinking about it, remember what Karapika was saying about the mafia families. If when that shit hits the fan, that's when that would kick off martial law. Yeah, I don't think if last I checked, Karapika don't know that the spiders are here. So yeah, this could be very interesting when Karapika finds out that the spiders are working for the mafia. It's gonna be a very interesting choice that Karapika gonna have to make. If he's gonna, well, he's gonna have to obviously stay with Wobble and make sure Wobble's okay. But man, it's gonna be hard for him to be like, dude, them motherfuckers are here. I need to get my revenge on these bitches, but I can't do that yet. Nah, I got business here first, and then I'll do it. But man, I'm so excited. I'm so excited! The spiders are back, bitch! The spiders are back! I was gonna call this Soul Exchange, but man, the spiders are fucking back! Finally! Finally! Oh my god. But are we gonna see, dude, like the Mafia Wars, I'm very curious. Are we gonna see Hisoka next week? Are we just gonna see, are we gonna just see the rest of the troop? But what? And you know what? I wonder, because because of the way we saw the princes in terms of structure this week, I wonder if Togashi is going to have something similar with the spiders over the next couple of chapters, because that's what I would like to see. I would like to see where the spiders have been, and I would like to see what has been going down, especially with Ahsoka. All of us want to know what's been happening with Ahsoka. That's the one motherfucker all of us want to know has been going down with. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below what you guys think. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Hunter x Hunter content. If you wish you could do that, donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off our Amazon wishlist, all that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.